Have you ever wondered why some people always attract money, no matter where they start from, while others struggle their entire lives? What if I told you that the secret to wealth has nothing to do with luck, but everything to do with habits, mindset, and character? But here's the twist. What if I also told you that the same man who created the greatest show on earth wrote a 30-page book packed with more wealth-building wisdom than most modern finance courses? What if his 20 simple rules, written over 150 years ago, are still making people rich today? P.T. Barnum's The Art of Money Getting isn't just another get-rich guide. It's a masterpiece of practical wisdom from a man who built and lost fortunes multiple times before becoming one of America's wealthiest citizens. This little book influenced everyone from Andrew Carnegie to today's top entrepreneurs. And today, we're breaking down this timeless classic, The Art of Money Getting by P.T. Barnum, the man who went from nothing to becoming one of America's greatest showmen and entrepreneurs. Barnum didn't write this from theory. He wrote it from experience. The hard-earned lessons of a man who went from bankruptcy to building a multi-million-dollar empire using these exact principles. In the next 20 minutes, you'll discover all 20 golden rules that transformed Barnum from a failed newspaper publisher into the king of American entertainment. These aren't just historical curiosities, they're battle-tested strategies that still work in today's economy. Whether you're starting your first business, climbing the corporate ladder, or looking to multiply your wealth, these timeless principles will give you the roadmap. Welcome to Book Loom, the channel where we bring you powerful ideas from the world's greatest books, helping you grow smarter, richer, and wiser. Stay with me till the end, because every chapter in this book reveals a priceless money lesson that still works today. Chapter 1: The Foundation Rules, Character and Integrity. Barnum begins with the most crucial rules, those dealing with character and integrity. Having learned from early failures, he understood that sustainable wealth must be built on solid moral foundations. Rule 1: Don't mistake your vocation. Choose the right calling for your talents and temperament. Barnum observed that many people fail because they pursue careers that don't match their natural abilities or interests. A natural salesperson trying to be an accountant will struggle just as a natural introvert will struggle in high-pressure sales roles. This rule is even more relevant today, with unlimited career options. Success comes easier when your work aligns with your strengths, interests, and natural talents. Take time to honestly assess what you're genuinely good at and what energizes you. Rule 2: Select the right location. Location was true in Barnum's era and remains crucial today. His American Museum succeeded partly because it was located in the heart of New York City's busiest district. In today's world, this applies to both physical and digital locations. If you're building an online business, you need to be where your customers spend their digital time. The right social media platforms, websites, or online communities. Rule 3: Avoid debt. Barnum learned this rule the hard way after his first bankruptcy. He discovered that debt creates stress, limits options, and forces you to make decisions based on obligations rather than opportunities. The man who borrows trouble and sleeps badly at night cannot think clearly about money-making opportunities. Financial stress clouds judgment and prevents the calm, strategic thinking required for wealth building. Rule 4: Persevere. Stick-to-itiveness was Barnum's term for persistence. He understood that most people give up just before breakthrough success arrives. Every significant fortune requires working through periods of difficulty, criticism, and apparent failure. Barnum's own career included multiple setbacks, business failures, fires that destroyed his museum, and financial losses. But he never quit permanently, always learning from setbacks and coming back stronger. Rule 5: Whatever you do, do with all you might. Half-hearted efforts produce half-hearted results. Barnum threw himself completely into every venture, working 12 to 16-hour days and thinking constantly about improvements. This doesn't mean working yourself to exhaustion. It means giving your full attention and best effort to your chosen pursuits. Mediocre effort guarantees mediocre results, while excellence attracts opportunities. Rule 6. Depend upon your own personal exertions, while others can help. Ultimately, your success depends on your own efforts. Don't wait for government programs, lucky breaks, or other people to solve your financial challenges. Barnum emphasized personal responsibility and self-reliance as foundational to wealth building. External circumstances matter, but your response to those circumstances determines your results. Rule 7. Use the best tools. Invest in quality equipment, education, and resources that increase your effectiveness. Barnum upgraded his shows constantly, investing in better performers, facilities, and marketing materials. Today, this might mean investing in technology, education, professional development, or business systems that multiply your capabilities. These foundation rules establish the character traits necessary for sustainable wealth. Without integrity, persistence, and personal responsibility, all the tactics and strategies in the world won't create lasting success. Chapter 2. The Business Excellence Rules. Once your foundation is solid, Barnum's next rules focus on excellence in business execution. These principles separate successful enterprises from mediocre ones. Rule 8. Don't get above your business. Success can breed arrogance, causing people to delegate everything and lose touch with the details that made them successful. Barnum remained intimately involved in his businesses throughout his career. This rule warns against the trap of thinking you're too important for the fundamentals. Stay connected to your customers, understand your numbers, and maintain involvement in key decisions. Rule 9. Learn something useful. Every day, Barnum was obsessively curious, constantly reading, traveling, and learning about new ideas, trends, and opportunities. This continuous learning kept him ahead of competitors and helped him spot emerging opportunities. In today's rapidly changing world, this rule is more crucial than ever. The half-life of skills is shrinking, and those who stop learning get left behind. Commit to learning something valuable every single day. Rule 10. Be systematic. Organize your work, keep detailed records, and create systems for recurring tasks. Barnum tracked everything: attendance figures, revenue, expenses, customer feedback. This systematic approach helped him identify patterns, make better decisions, and spot problems before they became crisis. Good systems free your mind to focus on strategy and opportunities. Rule 11. Read the newspapers. Stay informed about world events, industry trends, and economic conditions. Barnum understood that external events create both opportunities and threats that informed business people can anticipate and prepare for today. This means staying informed through multiple reliable sources and understanding how global trends might affect your industry and opportunities. Rule 12. Beware of outside business. Don't get distracted by investment opportunities outside your area of expertise. Barnum's bankruptcy came partly from investing in questionable ventures he didn't fully understand. Focus on becoming excellent in your core business before diversifying. Many entrepreneurs fail because they chase too many opportunities instead of mastering one. Rule 13. Don't endorse without security. Be extremely careful about co-signing loans or guaranteeing other people's debts. Even close friends and family members can put your financial security at risk through poor decisions or bad luck. This rule extends to any financial arrangement where you're responsible for outcomes you can't control. Rule 14. Advertise your business. Make sure potential customers know about your products or services. Barnum was perhaps history's greatest self-promoter, but his advertising always served a purpose: informing people about genuine value. His famous publicity stunts weren't just attention-grabbing. They were carefully designed to communicate key messages about his shows and build anticipation. In today's noisy marketplace, the ability to cut through clutter and communicate your value proposition clearly is more important than ever. These business excellence rules are about execution, taking good ideas and implementing them systematically for maximum results. Chapter 3: The Customer and Market Rules. Barnum understood that all wealth comes from serving customers effectively. His customer-focused rules reveal timeless principles of market success. Rule 15: Be cautious then energetic. Take time to analyze opportunities carefully, but once you've decided to act, move quickly and decisively. Barnum combined careful planning with bold execution. Too much caution leads to missed opportunities, while too little leads to costly mistakes. The key is thorough preparation, followed by confident action. Rule 16: Don't scatter your powers. Focus your energy on a few key activities rather than spreading yourself thin across many projects. Barnum concentrated intensely on entertainment and didn't diversify until he had mastered his core business. This principle is especially important for entrepreneurs and small business owners who are tempted to chase every opportunity. Rule 17: Be charitable. Generosity creates an abundance mindset and builds valuable relationships. Barnum was known for his charitable giving and support of worthy causes. This isn't just about formal charity. It's about being generous with your time, knowledge, introductions, and resources. Generous people attract opportunities because others want to help them succeed. Rule 18: Don't blab. Keep your business strategies and financial information private. Talking too much about your plans invites competition and unwanted advice. Share your successes modestly and your struggles carefully. Discretion protects both opportunities and relationships. Rule 19: Preserve your integrity. Your reputation is your most valuable business asset. It takes years to build and can be destroyed in moments. Always deal honestly and fairly, even when it costs you short-term profits. Barnum learned this lesson early after some questionable promotional tactics nearly ruined his credibility. He spent years rebuilding his reputation and never compromised it again. Rule 20: Be polite and kind to your customers. Treat every customer with respect and courtesy, regardless of how much they spend. Word-of-mouth marketing is powerful, and one unhappy customer can influence many potential customers. This rule extends to all business relationships, employees, suppliers, partners. People prefer to do business with those who treat them well. These customer and market rules recognize that sustainable wealth comes from creating value for others and building lasting relationships based on trust and mutual benefit. The integration of all rules. What made Barnum's approach so powerful was how these rules worked together as a complete system. Character provided the foundation, business excellence ensured quality execution, and customer focus created sustainable competitive advantages. Each rule reinforces the others. Integrity builds trust that enables better customer relationships. Systematic approaches improve the quality the customers value. And continuous learning reveals new ways to serve customers better. The genius of the art of money getting isn't in any single rule, but in how Barnum wove them together into a comprehensive philosophy of wealth building that remains relevant today. Chapter 4: The Psychology Behind Barnum's Success. To truly understand the power of Barnum's 20 rules, we need to examine the psychology that made them so effective. Barnum didn't just stumble upon these principles. He understood human nature better than almost anyone of his era. The Human Nature Foundation. Barnum recognized that people's financial decisions are driven more by emotion than logic. His rules account for common psychological traps that destroy wealth. Fear paralyzes people and prevents them from taking necessary risks. Barnum's emphasis on systematic preparation and gradual progress helps overcome paralyzing fear. Greed causes people to chase get-rich-quick schemes and make impulsive decisions. His rules about avoiding speculation and staying within your expertise prevent greed-driven mistakes. Pride leads to overconfidence and prevents learning from others. His emphasis on continuous learning and staying connected to your business counter destructive pride. the compound effect of character. Barnum understood that character traits compound over time. Honest dealing creates a reputation that attracts better opportunities, customers, and partners. Persistent effort creates skills and relationships that generate increasing returns. This is why his first rules focus on character. Everything else builds on this foundation. The power of focus. In an era of unlimited distractions, focus becomes a superpower. Barnum's rules about not scattering your powers and avoiding outside businesses recognize that depth beats breadth in wealth creation. Focused effort creates expertise, which commands premium prices. Focused attention spots opportunities that distracted people miss. The social proof principle. Before social media existed, Barnum understood social proof. His advertising created the impression that everyone wanted to see his shows, which made people want to see them too. This principle applies to all businesses. People want to buy from successful, popular providers. Success attracts more success. The trust equation. Barnum learned that trust equals credibility plus reliability plus intimacy divided by self-orientation. His rules about integrity, systematic execution, customer focus, and honest advertising build all components of trust. Trust is the ultimate competitive advantage because people prefer to do business with those they trust, even if other options are cheaper. The wealth attraction mindset. Barnum's rules create what we now call an abundance mindset. Instead of competing for limited resources, this mindset focuses on creating value and serving others. People with abundance mindsets attract opportunities because they're focused on helping others succeed rather than just helping themselves. The long-term perspective. Every rule is designed for long-term success rather than short-term gains. This patience creates compound returns that dramatically exceed what's possible through short-term thinking. The systematic approach. Barnum's systematic rules, record-keeping, daily learning, organized work, free mental energy for creative and strategic thinking. When routine tasks are systematized, you can focus on high-value activities. The failure recovery framework. Several rules specifically address how to handle setbacks, maintaining integrity during difficulties, persevering through challenges, and learning from mistakes. This psychological preparation prevents setbacks from becoming permanent defeats. The psychology behind Barnum's rules makes them timeless. Human nature hasn't changed since 1880, so principles based on accurate understanding of human psychology remain effective today. Chapter 5. Modern applications of Barnum's timeless rules. Let's translate Barnum's 19th century wisdom into specific strategies for building wealth in today's economy. The principles remain the same, but the applications have evolved. Digital Age Vocation Selection Rule 1. Today's economy offers unlimited career options, making vocation selection more crucial and more complex. Use personality tests, skills assessments, and market research to find the intersection of your talents, interests, and market demand. Consider the gig economy, remote work, and digital entrepreneurship as modern vocational options that didn't exist in Barnum's time. Modern location strategy. Rule 2. Physical location still matters for local businesses, but digital location is equally important. Your location might be social media platforms where your audience spends time, industry-specific websites and forums, search engine results for relevant keywords, professional networking events and communities, 21st century debt management. Rule 3. Distinguish between good debt that helps acquire appreciating assets or tax advantages and bad debt that finances consumption. Today's easy credit access makes this rule more crucial than ever. Use debt strategically for business building and asset acquisition while avoiding consumer debt for lifestyle purchases. Digital Age Persistence Rule 4. In today's instant gratification culture, persistence becomes even more valuable. Social media creates illusions of overnight success, but real wealth still requires persistent effort over time. Use technology to track progress and maintain motivation during difficult periods. Systematic excellence with modern tools. Rules 8 to 10. Today's tools make systematic approaches more powerful. CRM systems for customer relationship management, analytics software for tracking business metrics, project management tools for organizing work, automated systems for routine tasks, information age learning. Rule 9. Never has continuous learning been easier or more crucial. Use online courses and certifications, podcasts and audiobooks for learning during commutes, industry conferences and webinars, professional networking for peer learning, modern market research. Rule 11. Reading newspapers today means staying informed through industry publications and trade journals, economic indicators and trend reports, social media sentiment and discussions, customer feedback and reviews. Focus in the attention economy. Rule 16. With unlimited opportunities and constant distractions, focus becomes more valuable than ever. Create systems too. Block distracting websites and apps during work time. Set specific goals and track progress. Say no to opportunities outside your core focus. Batch similar activities for efficiency, digital marketing and advertising. Rule 14. Barnum's advertising principles apply perfectly to digital marketing. Content marketing that educates and entertains. Social media engagement that builds relationships. Search engine optimization for visibility. Email marketing for direct communication. Building online reputation. Rule 19. Digital reputation management is crucial because online reviews and social media create permanent records of your business interactions. Monitor your online presence. Respond professionally to criticism and actively build positive reviews and testimonials. Modern customer service. Rule 20. Today's customers expect immediate responses and personalized service. Use technology to provide 247 customer support through chatbots. Personalize communications based on customer data. Follow up automatically after purchases. Create loyalty programs that reward repeat customers. Global networking and partnerships. Modern technology enables global business relationships that Barnum could never imagine. Use video conferencing, collaboration tools, and international payment systems to build worldwide networks. The creator economy. Barnum was essentially a content creator who monetized entertainment. Today's creator economy offers similar opportunities through YouTube channels and podcasts, online courses and coaching, subscription services and memberships, affiliate marketing and sponsorships. The fundamental principles remain unchanged, but modern tools amplify their power dramatically. Chapter 6. The Compound Effect of Barnum's System. The real power of the art of money getting isn't in any single rule. It's in how all 20 rules work together to create a compound effect that accelerates wealth building over time. The character opportunity loop. Rules about integrity and reliability create a reputation that attracts better opportunities. Better opportunities lead to better results, which further enhance your reputation. This creates a virtuous cycle where success builds on success. People want to do business with those they trust, refer opportunities to those who've served them well, and invest in those with proven track records. The earning connection, daily learning. Rule 9 increases your capabilities, which increases your value to others, which increases your earning potential. Higher earnings provide more resources for additional learning and skill development. This compound learning effect explains why some people's incomes grow exponentially while others plateau. The focus excellence multiplier. Concentrating your efforts. Rule 16 allows you to become excellent at specific skills. Excellence commands premium prices and creates competitive advantages that compound over time. Jack of all trades. Master of none earns average wages. Master of one valuable skill earns extraordinary wages. The system freedom exchange being systematic. Rule 10. Initially requires more time and effort, but eventually creates freedom by automating routine decisions and processes. This freedom allows focus on high-value activities that generate disproportionate returns. The customer revenue amplification. Treating customers well. Rule 20 creates loyalty, referrals, and word-of-mouth marketing. Satisfied customers buy more often, and bring new customers. This organic growth is more sustainable and profitable than constantly acquiring new customers through advertising. The persistence timing advantage. Most people quit before achieving significant results. Persistence. Rule 4 means you're still working when competitors have given up, often allowing you to capture opportunities they've abandoned. The integrity partnership premium, honest dealing. Rule 19, enables partnerships and joint ventures that multiply your capabilities beyond what you could achieve alone. People prefer to work with trustworthy partners, creating access to opportunities that aren't available to those with questionable reputations. The knowledge preparation intersection, staying informed. Rule 11, combined with systematic preparation, creates the ability to act quickly when opportunities arise. Luck often looks like preparation, meeting opportunity, and prepared people get luckier more often. The compound interest of reputation. Every interaction either builds or diminishes your reputation. Positive interactions compound over decades, creating a reputation that becomes your most valuable business asset. Mathematical examples of compound effects. If following Barnum's rules increases your effectiveness by just 1% per week, you'll be 67% more effective after 1 year and 1,400% more effective after 5 years. If these improvements increase your income by similar percentages, small consistent improvements create extraordinary long-term results. The network effect. Each relationship you build following Barnum's principles can connect you to their networks, creating exponential growth in opportunities and resources. Your network becomes more valuable as it grows larger and as your reputation within it improves. The skills stack advantage. Combining skills creates disproportionate value. Being good at sales and understanding finance is more valuable than being excellent at just one. Barnum's rules help you develop complementary skills that work together synergistically. This compound effect explains why Barnum could recover from bankruptcy and build an even larger fortune. His principles created exponential rather than linear improvements in results. Chapter 7. Avoiding the wealth-destroying mistakes. Barnum's rules don't just show you how to build wealth, they protect you from the mistakes that destroy wealth. Understanding what not to do is often more valuable than knowing what to do. The debt trap. Violating Rule 3. Easy credit can destroy wealth faster than you can build it. Common debt traps include using credit cards for lifestyle purchases, taking equity loans for consumption, borrowing against retirement accounts, co-signing loans for others. These mistakes can take decades to recover from and prevent wealth accumulation during your peak earning years. The distraction disease. Violating Rule 16. Entrepreneurs especially fall into the shiny object syndrome, constantly chasing new opportunities instead of maximizing current ones. This scattering of effort prevents the deep expertise and systematic development that creates sustainable competitive advantages. The ego expansion. Violating Rule 8. Success can lead to arrogance and disconnection from the fundamentals that created success. Common symptoms include delegating critical decisions without proper oversight, assuming past success guarantees future results, ignoring customer feedback and market changes, making investments outside your area of expertise, the knowledge stagnation. Violating Rule 9. In rapidly changing industries, what you knew 5 years ago might be obsolete today. People who stop learning get left behind by new technologies that disrupt their industries, changing customer preferences and behaviors, more knowledgeable competitors, economic shifts that require new strategies, the reputation destruction. Violating Rule 19. A damaged reputation can take decades to rebuild and immediately destroys opportunities. Common reputation killers include breaking promises or commitments, treating people poorly when you don't need them, engaging in questionable business practices, failing to deliver promised value, the speculation, seduction violating Rule 12, investment bubbles and get-rich schemes regularly destroy wealth. Warning signs include promises of returns that seem too good to be true, pressure to invest quickly without due diligence, investments you don't understand, putting significant money into single speculative bets, the persistence, abandonment, violating Rule 4. Most people quit just before breakthrough success. Common quitting triggers include temporary setbacks or failures, criticism from others, slower progress than expected, comparison to others' apparent success, the system neglect, violating Rule 10. Without systematic approaches, businesses become dependent on the owner's constant involvement and can't scale beyond personal capacity. The customer neglect violating Rule 20. Taking customers for granted leads to reduced customer loyalty and lifetime value. Negative word-of-mouth marketing. Vulnerability to competitors who provide better service. Reduced pricing power and profit margins. The information isolation violating Rule 11. Staying uninformed about industry trends and economic conditions leads to missing opportunities that informed competitors capture. Being blindsided by market changes, making decisions based on outdated information, failing to adapt strategies to changing conditions, recovery strategies for wealth destruction. If you've made these mistakes, Barnum's principles provide recovery strategies. Acknowledge mistakes quickly and learn from them. Return to the fundamentals that create sustainable wealth. Rebuild reputation through consistent ethical behavior. Focus intensely on creating value for others. Persist through the rebuilding period. The prevention mindset. The best recovery strategy is prevention. Regularly review Barnum's rules and honestly assess whether you're following them consistently. Create accountability systems, advisors, mentors, or peers who can warn you when you're drifting from proven principles. Remember, Barnum himself violated some of these principles early in his career and faced bankruptcy as a result. But he learned from these mistakes and never repeated them. The humility to acknowledge mistakes and the wisdom to learn from them are crucial for long-term wealth building. Chapter 8. Your personal action plan using Barnum's system. Now let's create a specific action plan for implementing Barnum's 20 rules in your life. This isn't just theory. It's a practical roadmap you can start following immediately. Phase 1, Foundation Building. First 30 days, Week 1, Vocation Assessment. Complete a thorough evaluation of your current career path. Identify whether your work aligns with your natural talents and interests. Research market demand for your skills and potential growth opportunities. If misaligned, create a transition plan to move toward your ideal vocation. Week 2, Financial Foundation. List all debts and create elimination plan using either debt snowball or avalanche method. Establish emergency fund target 3 to 6 months expenses and begin systematic saving. Set up systematic approach for tracking income expenses and net worth. Week 3, Learning System. Identify top 3 skill areas that could increase your earning potential. Create daily learning routine 30 minutes minimum. Choose information sources for staying informed about your industry and economics. Week 4, Character Audit. Honestly assess areas where your integrity might be compromised. Identify relationships or situations that require ethical attention. Commit to making any necessary corrections. Phase 2, Business Excellence. Days 31 to 90. Systematic approach implementation. Create systems for recurring tasks and decisions. Establish regular review processes for goals and progress. Implement organizational systems for information and resources. Focus development. Identify your core area of expertise and concentrate efforts there. Eliminate or delegate activities outside your core focus. Say no to opportunities that don't align with your primary objectives. Customer market research. If employed, treat your employer and colleagues as customers. If self-employed, systematically study your customers' needs and preferences. Develop strategies for exceeding expectations in all relationships. Phase 3, Wealth Acceleration. Days 91 to 365. Income Optimization. Negotiate salary increases based on documented value creation. Develop additional income streams within your area of expertise. Create systems for reinvesting increased income rather than lifestyle inflation. Relationship building. Systematically build network of mutually beneficial professional relationships. Practice generosity and helpfulness in all business interactions. Develop reputation for reliability and excellence. Investment strategy. Begin systematic investment in appreciating assets. Avoid speculation outside your area of expertise. Create long-term wealth-building plan with specific targets and timelines. Daily implementation checklist. Learn something valuable for 30 minutes minimum. Take at least one action that creates value for others. Track financial metrics, income, expenses, investments. Maintain or build one professional relationship. Work systematically on your most important priority. Avoid debt-creating purchases or decisions. Exercise integrity in all interactions. Weekly review process. Assess progress toward financial goals. Review adherence to Barnum's 20 rules. Identify areas for improvement and specific action steps. Plan upcoming week's priorities and activities. Monthly assessment. Calculate net worth and analyze trends. Evaluate income sources and optimization opportunities. Review and adjust strategies based on results. Set targets for the following month. Quarterly strategic planning. Assess progress toward annual financial objectives. Update skills development plan. Evaluate business/career strategies and make adjustments. Set increasingly ambitious goals as capabilities improve. Annual wealth-building review. Complete comprehensive financial assessment. Update long-term wealth-building strategy. Celebrate progress and learn from setbacks. Establish even bigger goals for the following year. Remember, Barnum's principles work through consistent daily application, not through dramatic occasional efforts. Small actions repeated consistently create extraordinary long-term results. P.T. Barnum's The Art of Money. Getting proves that timeless principles of wealth building never go out of style. These 20 golden rules have guided successful people for over 150 years, and they're just as powerful today as when Barnum first wrote them. Let's recap the key insights that can transform your financial future. First, character is the foundation of sustainable wealth. Integrity, persistence, and personal responsibility create the reputation and relationships that attract opportunities. Second, focus and systematic execution separate successful people from everyone else. Excellence in one area beats mediocrity in many areas. Third, true wealth comes from serving others exceptionally well. The more value you create for others, the more wealth flows back to you naturally. Fourth, continuous learning and adaptation are essential for long-term success. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow, but principles of character and value creation are eternal. Here's your immediate action plan based on Barnum's wisdom. Today, choose one of Barnum's 20 rules that resonates most strongly with you and take one specific action to implement it. This week, complete the Phase 1 foundation building activities we outlined. Assess your vocation, audit your finances, and establish your learning routine. This month, implement the daily checklist and weekly review process to ensure consistent progress. This year, follow the complete implementation plan to systematically apply all 20 rules to your wealth-building journey. The beautiful thing about Barnum's approach is its simplicity. You don't need complex strategies, expensive software, or advanced degrees. You need character, focus, persistence, and commitment to serving others well. Barnum proved that anyone can master the art of money, getting by following proven principles consistently over time. Your background, education, or current circumstances don't determine your future, your daily choices and actions do. If you found this valuable, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Next week, we're exploring Andrew Carnegie's Gospel of Wealth and how it builds upon Barnum's foundational principles. What's your biggest takeaway from Barnum's 20 golden rules? Which rule will you implement first in your wealth-building journey? Drop a comment below, and let's build our own greatest shows on earth, the show of financial success. Remember Barnum's most important insight. Wealth building is both an art and a science. The science involves following proven principles systematically. The art involves adapting those principles creatively to your unique situation and opportunities. Now go master the art of money getting and create the financial freedom you deserve. Your journey to wealth starts with your very next decision.